Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the 4K damage badge in arenas. I'll be giving you guys some tips, tricks, advice, and a gameplay breakdown on how to get 4K damage. Okay, so I want to clear up a few things before we start. You guys don't have to have aim like a laser beam. Like, I get potato aim way too much to be healthy, but I still managed to get 4K damage. And also, just to let you guys know, any damage milestones that you guys get, like a 2K, 3K, or 4K, won't count towards any badges, but it is still a really fun challenge to do. And it's fairly easy to do if you follow this guide. And also, the screenshot looks great. Just don't tell your friends it was an arena. Before we get into this one, comment your highest damage game in arenas or battle royale. Okay, so one of the most important things to keep in mind when you're trying to get those sweet 4K damage games in arena is to not just rush in there and kill the whole squad every round, because you're just going to win 3-0, which won't give you enough time to get that 4K damage. You want to try to drag the game out to its maximum of 9 rounds to secure the most damage as possible in the longest amount of time. So obviously this means you're going to need to lose some rounds. Now I'm going to tell you how exactly you want to lose your rounds. Obviously it isn't just up to you to lose the round, because your team could still 2v3 and win every round. So either I recommend getting some absolute Chad friends who will help you out, or just hope that your teammates are bots. Okay, so your team is winning 2-1. What you want to do is try to let your team go in, push, and die. Meanwhile, you carefully want to be picking off damage from the enemies at a distance. But make sure that you don't do too much damage, because you might make your team win the fight, which you don't want to do because obviously you're trying to lose the round, but you just want to get that extra little bit of damage. Pretty much your main goal, other than trying to get damage, is to try to keep the scores as level as possible to extend the length of the game and try to get the game to go all 9 rounds. So now that we have discussed some of the must-haves, let's get into other tips. With the addition of Skulltown, the new arena map, I recommend you go a legend with good vertical movement like Valk, Rev, Path, etc. This is so that you can easily get on top of the buildings and have a good head start on your opponents. I personally like using Valk because her passive is probably the best at getting you on top of that building fast, and it will also recharge, which makes it a good source of regular movement. Her attack is also amazing for farming damage, because once you get on top of the building, you can put her attack on the stairs to stun and damage the enemies as they come up the stairs. This will make them easy pickings and some free damage. Now onto one of the most important things to getting high damage games. This is the guns you choose. Personally, when I'm farming damage, I like to go with the R301 with a 2x scope, because it's good for all ranges. But I also recommend going longer range guns, like a 30-30 or Sentinel. However, if your team is absolutely useless and you pretty much have the 1v3 every round, I recommend going with a close range gun with your 30-30 or whatever you choose. This is just so you have 2 solid close range guns to 1v3. One of the most important things you need to know is when to finish or not. Most people by now know that thirsting or finishing will give you 100 damage, but sometimes it's better to back out and let them revive. This will let you get a potential extra couple hundred damage, because they'll heal up, then you will knock them again. And you want to repeat the cycle as much as possible to help farm more damage. However, you only want to do this if you're really confident in your ability to consistently farm them like this. Otherwise, I would just recommend instantly finishing the kills for the extra 100 damage, and probably in the first round or 2, I would just go for the thirst, because you don't really have the guns and heals to farm for long, so I would just go with the safe option of thirsting. Overall, you want to try to drag out the game as long as possible and farm as much as possible. Now I'm going to be breaking down some gameplay examples. As you just saw there, we get a couple shots off, but it's still a 2v3, so we don't want to overcommit to anything, so I decide to heal up and get a different angle on these guys. So I go around, I see a nice purple R9, so I switch it out, get that double close range combo going. Game B's weird and switches it back. Get some good shots off with the Bangalore. She gets some shots off on me as well with the Spitfire. I decide to pop a bat instead of committing. As you see there, guys, she's going to be able to heal up, and that's just some more damage I just got there. So don't overcommit to anything, just try to farm as much damage as you can, guys. I come sliding around the corner and pre-aim it straight on the Valk, get some good shots off her, and I go for the finish because I know that we need to win this round, so no messing around here. I fly up to get the high ground and reposition, but I hear that these guys are healing, so I drop straight down, their finishing teammate as well. Get some good shots off on Bang, and then I back out because I don't want to overcommit again here. Just being really careful. The ring's coming in, so we won't have time to res, so I don't have to worry about that. Now it's just down to a 1v1. I want to pop this bat before the ring comes and touches me and pushes me off the high ground. I'm forced to drop down, but I make sure I drop down on some cover so he can't immediately beam me. He turns around the corner and I beam him and get us the win. And now on to the tiebreaker. The clutch up last game was so important because now we're on a tiebreaker, which means we have at least an extra 2 rounds to get as much damage as we can. But as I said earlier, we want to try to extend this game as long as we possibly can. I go with the R9 and R301 because I'm not that confident in my team's abilities to really do anything at all. No offense to them, but they weren't doing the best. I go up and get this nice high ground and angle on the right side. See the path to the god tier grapple up the top there. Kind of a potato with the aim a little bit there. But I hear this Bangalore below me absolutely beam her. Straight back to the lobby with you. I see the path on that roof and get a couple shots off at him, but I want him to go and live so he can heal up and I can farm more damage on him. I see down the bottom there, I could have probably killed him there, but I decided to leave him. And I'm hoping that they res the Bangalore as well, because I didn't decide to finish her. I just have a look around, see if I can spot anyone. Put my tactical in there and absolutely miss horribly. That was shocking. I try to go get this high ground up on this roof here, kind of scoping things out. I'm not quite sure where they are. I believe they are below me though. I'm just trying to have a look, see if I can spot any easy pickings. Teammate scans, clears the other buildings. I hear that they're down here, they just knocked teammates, so I go push in here. They get a really good revive shield blocking some bullets there, so I need to dip out. And luckily teammate comes in with the clutch there. This game, we're winning with the match point, so we kind of want to lose this one, but we want to farm as much damage as we can without making us win. We go up to get this roof because it always has really good angles. I love this roof, just camping on it. See the Pathfinder goes up, get a nice little charge rifle shot off at him. Crack this Valk, she ducks, and that's absolutely disgusting. Well played by her.
They bugging, bro. Why, bro? She made fucking bangs. What the fuck?
I promise you guys, if you follow all these tips and tricks that I listed in this guide, you guys will find yourself getting some 4K damage games in Arena. It's honestly not that hard, guys. And you guys got this. You will get that 4K damage badge, or at least just some high damage and high kill games. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the champion screen. See you guys in the next one. And if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to check out these ones.